Well, it is afternoon. Good afternoon and welcome to yoga. It's a wonderful thing, just that we've come to the mat, pat ourselves on the back, say, yay, we made it. We'll do some gentle breathing, stretching, and some movement. But we'll begin in a comfortable seated position. I see you have nice open hips. If if your hips feel yep, beautiful. That's perfect. I would recommend up on the bolster. Are you more comfortable off?
I'm either way.
I would recommend up on the bolster because and I have super tight hips too, even though I've been practicing for decades, just my anatomy. We're kind of working towards the hips being higher than the knees. It's not like an absolute, but that's kind of, we're working towards that. In other words, so that we can tilt the pelvis a little bit, get the sit bones nicely grounded to have a nice long spine. We're going to give a little attention to our posture here in a seated position. You can roll the shoulders up, back and down quite deliberately and feel a nice opening through the chest. So I've heard this phrase lately and it just tickles me because we spend so much time in cell phone asana like this, So we're going to open up nice and open through the heart center. Shoulders are relaxed and away from the ears. The arms and the hands are completely relaxed, and you can have the hands resting in the lap. Palms facing up is one option. Kind of representing surrender and receptivity. If you're feeling a need for groundedness, you might want to try palms facing down. These are different mudras, hand positions. Notice the head rests right over the spine. You find maybe you jut your chin out a little bit, maybe tuck it in so you can feel nice and long through the back of the neck. And we can take a moment here to notice that we're rooting down through our seat, our root chakra. And imagine you're rising up through the crown of the head as if there was some cosmic energy pulling you up. So we're rooting and rising. You can close the eyes from top to bottom. Dive inside. You can take a few cleansing breaths. That's a big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And cleansing breaths are available anytime during practice. I'll offer one other little bit of a modification. On the exhale, you can try pursing the lips like a kiss. There's some research that using these facial muscles in this way and breathing in this way may activate the parasympathetic nervous system and help us to calm. Now we'll settle into natural breath, the gentle inhale and exhale through the nose. Just this inhale, just this exhale. Put aside the planning and the doing. And be with this just as it is. Be with this just as it is. taking a little time to become fully present and arrive to our seat. It's like a mini meditation. It's okay. Maybe you notice your busy mind. You can let the thoughts be like clouds in the sky and return to just this inhale, just this exhale. And now bring hands together in prayer position at the heart center, Anjali Mudra. You take this pose in honor of the practice, in honor of self-care, in honor of coming together in community. It's such a gift. Release the hands, blink open the eyes. We'll begin some movement with the breath. So inhale, arch the hands overhead, look up. On the exhale, the palms face out, the arms come down, look down. Continue this at your own pace with your breath. You know, if you're feeling you want to go faster, go faster. If you want to go slower, this is your practice. Maybe you close the eyes and feel the arms and hands moving through space. Next time the arms come overhead, look straight ahead and take a moment to notice your arms and hands reaching, and the shoulders softening. Yeah, beautiful. Breathe. On the next exhale, the right hand will come on down by the side, and I'll be opposite from you. Left arm over the ear, take a side bend. And here again, you do you. Maybe you want to pulse. Maybe pulsing feels good. Maybe you want to hold in stillness. Maybe you look up under the arm to open the heart center more towards the ceiling. On an inhale, the arms come back overhead, back to center. Exhale, the left hand down, the right arm over the ear. Take that side bend. And the arms come back overhead, back to center. And take a moment here, everybody, to inhale and make your spine go a little taller, and then take that lean to the right. And be cognizant to not collapse through the right side of the waist. So it's up and over, just experiencing the side bend in another way. Back to center. Inhale, feel your torso get taller. Exhale, take that side bend to the left, you know, lengthening through both sides of the body. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, the arms down, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Let's come onto our seat with the legs out in front. This is, Dandasana, staff pose. Maybe you sit up on a folded blanket, legs are out. You pull that flesh away from the sits bones, get yourself nicely grounded. And the feet are in line with the hips. Yeah. And flex the feet, push out through the balls of the feet, pull up on the front of the thighs. This is an active pose. Roll the shoulders back and down, the hands are right under the shoulders, fingers pointing forward. There you go. Kind of press into your hands, press into your legs. Feel again that energy coming from the crown of the head. There you go. Yeah. Dandasana. It's actually it's an active pose. Yeah. Breathe. Broad through the chest. and release. We're going to take a little twist here. So bring your right foot to the outside of the left leg. With your left hand, give that right knee a hug. Give it a good hug. Bring your right hand right behind you where the tailbone ends, close to the body. Look over your right shoulder. And you can stay active through that left leg, flexing the foot, pressing up front of the thigh. Bring your face back to center and then come on out of the twist. We'll go to the other side. Bring your left foot to the outside of the right thigh. Give that left knee a hug. Bring your left hand behind you right where the tailbone ends and look over the left shoulder. Maybe this side feels different. And while you're here, on an inhale, can you feel your torso getting taller? And as you exhale, maybe come a tiny bit more into the twist. Inhale your face back to center and then come on out of the twist and do the cross the legs. And we can just, I don't know what you call that. Bounce your knees and your thighs. Let's come into hands and knees into the tabletop. Maybe you like to have a folded blanket under your knees for the tabletop. And I will give some cues for a beautiful tabletop. The knees are right under the hips. The hands are right under the shoulders. Look at your hands. The forefingers point forward. And finally, the triceps roll in. That's our safe upper body. Begin cat and cow. Inhaling, arch the back, look up. Exhale, round the spine, look through the legs. And continue cat and cow. Yeah. You can have a little distance between your thighs. In other words, your legs are kind of in line with the hip. There you go. It gives you a little more of a solid base. And as you go through cat and cow, maybe you notice that beautiful wave-like motion of the vertebrae, like a wave, and the head follows. You can really dive into this movement of cat and cow. And then I like to offer all kinds of little options here. You can experiment by holding either the cat or the cow for a few breaths and feel that shape. You can begin making big circles with the hips, looks like this. Make it your own. See what the body needs and wants today. Some people like rocking back and forth. We're just exploring some different movements in the tabletop. If you've been circling, be sure to circle in the opposite direction for balance. Yeah, just have fun with it. It's yogi freestyle. Connect to the breath. And when you're complete with that, we'll all come back to the tabletop flat back. Straighten the right leg, the toes stay on the mat, the foot is flexed. Press into your hands and push back a little bit until you feel a calf stretch on the right leg. Yeah. The gaze is in front of the hands, the center of the mat, keeping the head in line with the spine. Yeah. Breathe. You can send that beautiful breath into the back of the right leg.
On the next inhale, lift your right foot up off the mat. The toes are pointing down. And yes, the leg is right out from the hip, not too high or low. Breathe. You can stay right here, or if you like, you can bring the left arm up by the ear, palm facing in. That's bird dog. Here we are using the core for the balance. Lower your left hand down, and we'll go ahead and bring that right leg all the way across the body to the left until the toes land, the foot is flexed. Look over your left shoulder at your right foot. Side body stretch. Yeah. Bring your right leg back to center and then swing it out to the right. Before you put your foot down, look at your foot. There we go. Lower the right foot down. Toes are pointing forward. You're sealing that whole sole of the foot down. Inhale, sweep your right arm up, taking an open pose here. Breathe. Lower the right hand down. Bring your right leg back to center. Lower the knee down. Take a cleansing breath. Let's go to the other side. So lengthen the left leg long on the mat. The toes stay on the mat. Foot is flexed. Press into your hands, push back, and feel the calf stretch on the left. You can pulse or you can hold in stillness. Next inhale, lift the foot up off the mat. Feel that energy emanating from the back of the left foot. Maybe you bring the right arm up by the ear, palm facing in, bird dog. Lower the right hand down and the left leg comes across the body to the right. Cross, 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 cross. Let the toes land. Look over your right shoulder at your left foot. Inhale the left leg back to center. Swing that left leg out to the left and look at your foot before you put it down. Lower the foot down. The toes are pointing forward. The whole sole of the foot sealed down. Inhale, sweep your left arm up. Lower the left hand down, bring your left knee back to center. And we're going to do a rabbit pose here. So the toes are tucked. Bring the crown of your head down to the mat. Around the crown of the head. Reach back and grab the heels with each hand. Lift the hips up and you're kind of pulling on the heels. A little shoulder stretch, a little opening through the lower back. Rabbit. Release the heels, come to the top of the feet, and then just rest your chest on the thighs. The arms are back behind you, palms facing up. It's a kind of a child's pose called seed pose, S-E-E-D, seed. A sweet, comfy, cozy pose. And you breathe deeply into the belly. As you lift your forehead up, bring your hands under the shoulders to bring yourself back up. We're going to do one more pose here from the tabletop. So come into the tabletop and get a little shoulder stretch. Bring your right hand to the very center of the mat in front of your face. Inhale, sweep the left arm up. Take a moment here to really open up. On an exhale, we're going to thread the needle coming to the outer left shoulder. Bring your head down, bring the hips into center, and breathe. Inhale, press into your hands, sweep the left arm up again, and lower it down. You can take a cleansing breath here. And we'll go to the other side. The left hand comes to the center of the mat, right in front of the face. Inhale, sweep the right arm up. Enjoy that open pose. Exhale, thread the needle coming on down. Bring the hips into center as you rest the head on the mat. Pressing into your left hand, sweep the right arm up again. And lower it down. Beautiful. Take a few cat and cows while you're here. I'm going to come around and bring some straps. Lower the strap. Up, out of the pose. I'm going to demo here, Catherine. We're going to come onto the back. Good news, right? So the blankets are like this, and then I'm going to fold it one more time and do a quarter. Catherine, come on down to your back, and I'm going to place that blanket. Right, see where the edge is right near her shoulders. Does she not feel nice and supported? Yeah. Come on down. Perfect. There we go. Sharon, you good? Yeah, nice. Okay, so go ahead and bring the knees into the chest. Your hands are on the kneecaps. And maybe you want to rock from side to side. Maybe you want to make circles with the knees. This is lower back release and self massage. It's available anytime you're having the lower back frenzy, right? Back, lower back hurts, get there on the floor, try some of this. Okay. Feel complete. Bring the soles of the feet down to the mat. And grab that strap that I've got over and open it up. And then I just folded it in half. We're not going to use it folded in half. We're going to use the full length of the strap. But by folding it in half, I've kind of identified where the approximate center is. Okay, beautiful. Come on down and demo now. So from here, bring your knees in and stamp the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. The knees are bent. We're going to place the strap across the balls of the feet, very specifically. The balls, not the toes, not the heels, not the arches. And then before you do anything with the sides of the strap, look at your feet. Are your feet hips distance apart? There's some space. In other words, the outer edges of the feet are kind of in line with the outer edges of the hip. Now lower the shoulders and the shoulder blades all the way down to the mat and then grab the sides of the strap. Yeah. Shoulders and shoulder blades are completely relaxed on the mat. Now, flex your feet, press through the balls of your feet and pull up on the front of the thighs. We're going to keep the legs active through the whole series, even when one leg's on the ground. And maybe here you want to bring your feet towards your face a little bit just to kind of check in with the hamstrings. What's going on? If you feel pretty tight, if you feel pretty good, just notice. Beautiful. Bring the legs back to center. Release the left foot from the strap and let that leg take a slow, controlled journey down to the mat. Here we're using the core muscles. Boom. Waking up the core. Lovely. When the foot lands, pick up your head, look at your toes, and make sure the toes are pointing right up towards the ceiling and the foot's not splayed out. Beautiful. Okay. Bring both sides of the strap into the right hand. And here again, I'm going to remind you, both legs are active right now. We're pulling up on the front of both thighs, pushing out through the balls of both feet. Okay, both sides of the strap in the right hand. Inhale the foot towards your face a couple of inches. Open your leg out to the right as much as in your practice. And to help it keep it real, you can bring your left hand to your left hip bone, keeping both sides of the hips on the ground, but keeping the sacrum evenly on the ground. Press out through the balls of the feet, pull up on the front of the thighs as we do the opening through the inner thigh and the right leg. And so there might be a lot of effort here. Can you soften the face and release the jaw? Connect to the breath. Using the strap on the next inhale, bring your right leg back to center. Voila. You're going to bring both sides of the strap into the left hand. And on the next inhale, bring your right foot towards your face a couple of inches and then to the left, but just 3 to 5 inches. It's small movement. It's not across the body. So from the center just to the left, just 3 to 5 inches. Continue pressing out through the ball of both feet. This pose gets into the IT band, which runs from the groin to the outer right knee. Maybe you're feeling some sensation there. Just a reminder, the toes are not pointed, the foot is flexed, pressing out through the ball of the foot. Perhaps there's a lot of sensation, you can breathe into it. On the next inhale, bring your right foot back to center. Either side of the strap comes into each hand. And on your next inhale, bring your left foot back into the strap to meet the right. And just compare. Again, feet are hips distance apart. Notice how the left feels compared to the right. And breathe. Release the right foot from the strap and let the right leg take a long, slow, controlled journey down to the mat. Pick up your head, look at your toes, make sure those right toes are pointing right up towards the ceiling and the foot's not splayed out. Both sides of the strap come into the left hand. On an inhale, the left foot comes to your face, towards your face, couple of inches, and then open up the left leg out to the left. See what's going on this side. Maybe you use your right hand on the right hip bone. Anchor it down. On an inhale, using the strap, bring your left leg back to center. Now bring both sides of the strap into the right hand. Then inhale, left foot comes towards the face a couple of inches and then across the body to the right, but just a couple of inches. Now one of them has imagine that you're keeping that left hip down and really just them. After maybe more sensation doing it like that. Inhale, bring the left leg back to center. Bring either side of the strap into each hand. And on the next inhale, bring your right foot back into the strap to meet the left. And now bring both feet towards your face a little bit and see if you've got a little more opening through the back of the legs. Kind of check in and see what's going on. And now using the strap for support, open up your legs into a big wide V. Feel the inner thighs, see what's going on there. Breathe. On the inhale, pulling on the edges of the strap, bring your feet back to center. And here's the good news. Release the strap, bend your knees, bring your knees into the chest where we began with that. Rocking from side to side, making circles with your knees. Turn the music down, Marnie. Try the thing where you bring your knees wide and bring it towards the armpits. See if that feels good. For me, that gets my lower back nice and flat. Yeah. Beautiful. All righty. Bring your feet back down to the mat. Lift your head up and push that blanket off the mat. Thank you, blanket, for being there. We don't need you right now. Bring your hands behind the thighs, up by the knees, close to the knees, and we're going to rock and roll on the spine. Letting the momentum help us rock and roll. Finally, come to an upright seat. Yes, indeed. Swing your legs behind you. We're coming back into the tabletop. Place your hands safely, those forefingers forward, triceps rolled in, tuck the toes, press the hips back, lift the hips up. Let's try a downward facing dog. Should feel pretty good. We did a lot of leg opening. Yeah. So in the down dog, we're pressing under the bones of the forefinger and thumb. That's where the emphasis is, keeping that shoulders safe. Triceps rolled in, head is relaxed, the feet are hips distance apart. Okay. On the next inhale, lift your right leg up and back behind, bend the knee, bring your right foot forward. Maybe you're going to use your hand on your ankle to assist. Right foot's coming forward, kind of come to the runner's lunge. So keep that left knee and heel lifted as you lower your hips. Safely have the right knee over the ankle, look forward, bring the sternum forward, runner's lunge. Yes, indeed. Beautiful. Bring your hands to the mat, step back to downward facing dog. Maybe a cleansing breath feels good here. Let's try runner's lunge on the other side. Left leg up and back behind, bend the knee, assist or step your left foot forward to the top of the mat near the left hand. As you lower the hips, the left knee is safely over the left ankle. Bring your sternum forward. Reach back through the right leg as much as it is in your practice. Now we're feeling the top of the thighs a little bit here. Hands come to the mat, step back to downward facing dog. Take a breath. We'll come to a low lunge. Inhale the right leg up and back behind, bend the knee, step or assist your right foot to the top of the mat near the right hand. This time lower your left knee down. Yes. And again, notice your right knee safely over the ankle. Feel the tailbone dropping and the heart coming forward. If you move forward, low lunge. And beautiful yogis, you can stay here, or maybe you bring yourself up and it's a-okay. Use your hands, bring yourself up. And as you come up, notice the tailbone dropping and the side body getting long. Now in this upright low lunge, press firmly through the front foot. And then imagine the outer hips are energetically moving in. Maybe that gives you more stability. You can stay right here, or you can lift the arms up by the ears. Brilliant. The arms are up, but the shoulders are soft and away from the ears. Lovely. Bring the hands down to frame the front foot. We'll go simply. You can bring your right knee back to meet the left. Take a cleansing breath. And simply just bring or assist your left foot forward. Scoot your right knee back. There we are in the low lunge on the other side. Easy peasy. You can stay right here, or you can bring yourself up. Organize your body, maybe lift the arms. Maybe you come back here, it's a-okay. Lower the hands down to frame the front foot. Bring your left knee back to meet the right. Let's tuck the toes, push up and back. Let's take another down dog. We'll come to a standing pose now. So inhale your right leg up and back behind. Bend the knee, step or assist your right foot to the top of the mat near the right hand. We're going to seal the back foot down. There's space between the legs. Bring yourself up. Yep. So the back foot, there you go. Yep. Yep. Get yourself organized. So again, and you can look in the mirror, the knee is right over the ankle.
This is Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. I'm going to take us down to bring the hands down to frame the front foot, step or heel toe your left foot to the top of the mat to meet the right. We're in a forward fold. Should feel pretty good after all that strap work we did. Go ahead and bend the knees, roll up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Arm and head hang, arms and head hang. The top, roll the shoulders back and down. Beautiful. Bring the lower ribs in and feel the tailbone drop. Beautiful. We'll come to Warrior 1 from standing. Bring your left foot to the top of the mat near the left side of the mat. Heel toe or step your right foot back, and the right foot's more towards the right side of the mat. Your stride. Settle the knee over the ankle. The hips are oriented towards the bent leg. The arms come up. Warrior 1 on the other side. Beautiful. And with the placement of the feet, maybe notice how you have a nice stable base and it allows for the spine to be nice and upright. Exhale the arms down, heel toe or step the right foot to the top of the mat. Roll the shoulders back and down, take a cleansing breath. Beautiful. I'm going to just demo from this side. We're going to come into Warrior 2 from standing like this. So bring your right foot to the center of the mat. So there's a little difference here between Warrior 1 and Warrior 2. In Warrior 2, our legs are going to be in alignment. So heel toe or step your left foot back to have a proper distance, stride. And before we come into it, look for heel to arch alignment. In other words, my right heel and my left arch are in the center of the mat. Beautiful. Go ahead and bend into the right knee. And now, quite deliberately, organize your hips towards the open part of the body. Yeah, now bring the arms out from the shoulders, palms facing down. Look out over your right hand. Look out, there you go. Warrior 2, beautiful. And breathe. Virabhadrasana 2. Relax the left arm down, left arm and hand. Don't need to do a thing. Flip your right palm. Inhale, bring your right arm over the ear, reversing the warrior. And here, check in with the shoulders. Are they soft, relaxed, away from the ears? And continue bending into that right knee to feel that lengthening along the right side of the body. And then inhale, come back to Warrior 2. Just bring yourself up. We're still bending. Nice. Next, inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, the right side body comes out over that leg. Bring the right arm down, left arm up, triangle pose. Inhale, come on back up, bend back into your right knee, get to reestablish the pose. Exhale the arms down, straighten the right leg, bring your right toes forward. And super simply, bring your left heel in. Find your heel to arch alignment. We'll go to the other side. Yeah, you'll be facing back, but I know you can do it. Beautiful. Bend into the left knee. Organize your hips towards the open part of the body. Arms come out from the shoulders, palms facing down. Warrior 2 on the other side. Relax the right arm and hand, flip the left palm, bring the arm over. Inhale back to Warrior 2. Time to get there. Next, inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, my left side body's coming up and out over
that leg, bring the left arm down, like up, triangle pose. Inhale, come on back up. Bend back into warrior two, where we began. Exhale, lower the arms, straighten the left knee. Bring your left toes forward. Yeah. Let's just heel toes, feet in. And we'll come on down. We have a little time to do a little hip opening, so you enjoyed that blanket for neck support. You can bring it back, lay back down. Bring your knees in again. You can rock, circle, squeeze. And then when you're ready, bring the soles of the feet down to the mat. We'll do figure four for the hips. Bring your right ankle on top of the left knee. Keep your right foot flexed. Intertwine your hands behind the left thigh as you bring the legs in towards your left shoulder. Just a simple figure four. Soften the face, release the jaw. Lower the left foot down and do the cross of the legs. Enjoy a cleansing breath. Bring your left ankle on top of the right knee and keep the left foot flexed. Ready, intertwine the hands behind the right thigh. Bring the legs in towards your right shoulder. Lower the sole of the foot down and do the cross of the legs with the breath. I think we have a moment for a little bit of an inversion. So go ahead and move that blanket from under the head again. Find a block. When you're ready, press into the feet and lift your hip. We're going to place the block under the sacrum on the flat. When you lower it down, and do not up on the spine, not on the buttocks, on the ledge. It's like a nice little ledge. It'll feel comfortable and not pinchy. Find that sweet spot. So now we're kind of in a supported bridge here up on the block. You can stay here or you can, begin to lift your feet up. Stamp the soles of the feet up. Now we're in an inversion without having to do anything like shoulder stand or
headstand, handstand. And you can make this an active pose by keeping the, pulling up on the front of the thighs, flexing the feet, pressing out to the balls of the feet. We're upside down, we're getting an inversion. If you like, you can begin circling your feet to get a little motion into the ankles. Not a bad idea. Reverse the circles. You can point and flex the feet, really exaggerating the movement, stretching out the feet. Hold in stillness. And now bring the feet down to the mat. Lift your hips, remove the block, lower the hips down. Bring the soles of the feet together to touch, and the knees fall open wide. That's Supta Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. The left hand can rest by the heart. The right hand can rest on the belly and feel the body. Now bring your hands to the outer thighs, assist the knees back to center. Bring your knees deeply into the chest. And with your left hand to the outside of the right knee, bring both knees all the way over to the left. We're taking a twist, simple twist. Inhale the knees back to center and let both knees fall to the other side. Nice. Bring both knees back to center. And now with the knees deeply into the chest, wrap your arms around your legs. On an inhale, bring your forehead up to the knees. Squeeze in, give your body a hug. Exhale, let it all go. Come into Shavasana. Find your comfortable back. Beautiful. So Shavasana is the most important pose of the practice. And the instructions are nowhere to go and nothing to do. You can take a gentle, friendly, loving scan. See, is there some place to soften, release, relax, let it be. This just as it is. Rest peacefully in Shavasana for a few minutes until I call you back with the bell. Shanti, Shanti, peace. And gently begin to deepen the breath. You can explore some tiny movements like wiggling toes or fingers. Begin to return to the body and to the room. When you're ready, in your time, bring your knees into the chest, roll to one side. And bring yourself up into a comfortable seat, taking your time. Thank you so much for joining today together in community to support each other in our wellness. May we be safe. May we be well. May we be happy. May we be supported. May we live with ease. The light in me sees and knows the light in each of you. Namaste.